Oh shit. Told you once, I told you twice. Never was in it for the old, but whites alone. The skeletons out the closet, more poltergeist. The poems I write, most nights, more dramatic freeze frame. That's poster like poster child. He posted right from Chicago, deep off in Pilsen with the Vatos. Mercy, mercy me, that mercy Alago. That's a $100 jacket purchase. Some Barneys ain't hurting my pockets. What the fuck? What do I know? I'm really just a Southside nigga with a nice flow.
Alexander Sandalis and Alexander Mann, Joke Police Radio, episode 3.
Let's go. I think in terms of music, it hasn't been a massive week. But in terms of news,
Hold on. Are you talking about music instead of news? Okay. Well, we've had The Weeknd dropping some shit. We've had Duckwrth dropping an album. We've had Dave East dropping an album. Hold on. We had Kid Cudi dropping his single, and we have Bon Iver dropping an album. I don't know if you fuck with him.
I don't fuck with Bon Iver.
Okay. Well, his production on Kanye West is pretty good.
Damn good.
I wanna. You know what? Let's do Mick Jenkins first. So we released our reaction video to Mick Jenkins last week, and appreciate anybody who watched that. And we had a much differing opinion from compared to the needle drop Anthony Fantano, and it was weird, man. We loved it for the reasons we loved it. We won't get too much into that, but he said something like Mick was talking down.
Which I completely disagreed with. He was just explaining his concepts. That's all he was doing.
Yeah.
And for those that don't get it, I'm sorry, Anthony, if you're too smart above this man to just think that he's talking down to you. There are people that, would like to know what the album's about.
And even, it's obvious that Anthony has not, well, it's obvious to me that Anthony has not looked at any of the interviews. And all the interviews I've read recently, he's always mentioned, I'm sharing my experience. I'm still figuring it out. I don't know the answers. This is just my interpretation of my world and my truth, which automatically, to me, removes any type of disrespectful looking down upon.
I also think the fact that Mick brought God into it, him and especially a lot of other people that do like album reviews and stuff, anything to do with God, like kind of is like a throw off to them, because it's like sort of a go-to, and like it's just they're more about messages that they believe exist.
Right, I get that,
Whereas to me, I love a good like album based off religion if it's well fortified. Like, because Chance tried to do it with Chance 3, but because it was like, I didn't like how he tried to, like, I liked how he brought all the rappers together, all the different sort of, which we'll get to later, all the different sort of people together. But him like bringing a lot of the gospel to the album, I thought didn't do very well with it.
Well, THC, in our opinion, has it grown you? How have you felt the last week listening to it? How has your opinion on it changed? What have you noticed differently about the maturation of an album after listening to it after release?
I've noticed that.
Personally, my opinion hasn't changed that much. I still really like it.
That's what I was thinking. I was trying to think of if it's gotten worse or better, but it's exactly the same as from when I first heard it.
I feel that.
Start to finish, I get lost in it. I still haven't really delved into the lyrics yet, but there'll be certain parts where I'll be like, oh, did I like this track? I can't remember. Nothing's really happened. All of a sudden, then I just remember, and then the beat will switch up, or Mick will start, building shit up.
His thing.
And every track, and it's just like, then I just remember how much I really dug this album when I first heard it. So I still had the exact same feelings when it started, like start to finish. It's just a wonderful journey.
100%.
Heads bopping the whole way through.
That's really all we need to say about that. This video is going out to Anthony Fantano and anybody who thinks he's talking down to the audience. And about religion as well, Mick Jenkins has said himself that in the Zane Lowe interview, I don't know if you heard, he talked about religion. He said, well, the majority of people, whether it's Jesus Christ or whatever God you believe in, the large majority of people do believe in something. They have some type of what he called faith. I'm just paraphrasing him. So with that being said, he tried to open a conversation about this because it's kind of taboo. It's kind of a stigma to like talk about these things. So I respect him for attempting that.
Yeah.
Nothing more need to be said?
I had something, but it went.
That's okay.
Oh, no, I think what I did want to say was, for those that do listen to reviews and stuff, never let that sway your own opinion.
It's hard, man.
It is hard. Like
Big Quinn and Anthony Fantano, I got a lot of respect for them, man. And they give great points. And I accidentally listened to it before Danny Brown. I'm like, cool, now I'm expecting a great Danny Brown album. I'm looking for things that I wouldn't usually look for.
If you're not a Danny Brown fan and you like hip-hop, you're probably not going to like that album. I'm going to be honest. You've got to be really open to like Danny Brown.
But then there's his old album. His old album is his album which a lot of people will get into because it was his album which sort of went to his new fans and the hip-hop that was there and also to his old fans with a mixture of that. Or is this new album is just really what he wants to do?
Yeah, to be honest, I've never listened to any Danny Brown album ever. I've only listened to him on singles and features, and you know, his voice is something that's very unique to me. It's not something that appeals to me, but obviously, a lot of this album, I can see the depth now. I can see the talent that this man has.
Yeah, his wordplay is just delicious, man.
It's delicious.
He's funny as hell. Like every time I hear "If You Can Lie to Me," I just want him more. Like he's back on his Triple X lines. It's great.
What I noticed, without diving too deep and not listening to it too many times, I did notice that he's been quite vulnerable to me on this album. He's been quite honest on a lot of the tracks about his suffering of, I would say, maybe depression or drug and alcohol abuse.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to, what I interpret is like, don't make my mistakes, let me live them so you don't have to live them. In one of the tracks I noticed that in the lyric, I can't pull it up from my head right now, but I thought it was a quite admirable way to deliver that message to the kids out there who...
It's a great way to get that through. And he has suffered a lot of that. So, and there's been times where he hasn't put it in his music, I haven't seen it as much, and he'll just show it. Like when I saw him live or like through a few interviews, you can really see that he's like not expressing it enough. So I actually haven't really delved too deep into his album yet to see what you've seen.
Well, neither have I. It's just off first listen,
Yeah.
and it came from Anthony Fantano, believe it or not. I pulled that from Anthony Fantano. Like I saw, and then I read it, and I saw it in the music, and I'm like, yeah, it's there. I'm gonna play right now one of my favorite tracks.
I'm like Kubrick with 2 bricks and hoes on the string. Off a 2-piece and 2 big, I flick and I preach. About how I'ma get this money out here up in the streets. And the caddy rhyme nicely on the twig and the sheets. Ain't no way your nigga work, make a grip in a week. I'm inspirating white girls on the meat. Wrote $100 bill on my son is on me. Black skin. Dog, I'm trying to eat, so I'm staying in
I
the
think the production on this is very dope.
Yeah.
It's a little minimalist. I never heard really anything like that coming in with the... I can't even describe it. I don't know what the hell that is. What was that? But it sounds dope and simple, and Danny Brown really...
Yeah, one of the biggest things about this album I know straight away is that a lot of these beats... You wouldn't expect rappers to flow with them as well as Danny does. Like when I first see these beats, I'm like, oh, how's Danny gonna tackle it? And then he'll just go over his own way.
Oh, you can't hear it.
All of the tracks in this album are 2 minutes and a half.
I feel like that's bashed more often. Like people bash shorter tracks, especially like this is a bad example, but Designer, for example, they're short, incomplete tracks. But here it's obviously like quick and it's concise and it's punchy and get out, get in.
I reckon there's certain albums where, like say, I'm trying to give you an example here, like on the last, whose album was it? There'll be an album, say, with like 14 tracks, all the tracks are 3 or 4 minutes, but there'll be one track that's 2 minutes. And you'll be sitting there going, oh, I like that track, I wish it was longer. Whereas if you have a track with about 6 to 7 2-minute tracks, it wouldn't matter as much because there's so many of that same sort of thing that you'd be like, oh, they're just all meant to be this time.
I mean, what do I think when you say that? I think Magna Carta, Holy Grail.
Yeah. There were probably 2 or 3 tracks.
Fucking, what is it called? You want to know a track I wish was better?
Yeah. Okay.
Better, longer.
How long's it go for?
55 seconds.
All right, go. So when you first heard this, you were probably just like,
I'm
man,
ready. I'm like,
well, I'm ready.
I'm waiting. Get your ass on the celly, cause I ain't got time to be arguing with your ass. And then he comes in. You ain't really ready. He comes in.
Girl, why you never ready? For as long as you took, you better look like Halle Berry.
Oh, Beyonce.
Can't take this money, bitch, you burn this shit up like a
5 seconds.
And then where's he gone? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? You stop mid-bar. It's like...
I actually forgot that song even existed.
Yeah, no shit. Except
when I
guys
think
like
maybe
me.
kind of old girl, I think like, fuck with me, you know I got it, you know? Shit like that.
Oh, that's dope. But yeah, that's a song.
Yeah, that's actually, yeah, it builds up, Jigga comes in,
right.
Whew, the Bay reference,
Like,
the stop pause,
fast.
the back to the beat, and just
I'm
stops.
waiting for some hook.
Yeah, why would he put that on there? Why didn't he try and make it longer?
You know,
Did he have to put the album out or some shit?
He responded to this on Twitter.
About this exact thing we're talking about?
Why is Beach is Better so short, man? And he responds, "This is how I feel about vacation. Just when," and then that's it. So like, I guess he's saying, you know, just when it's so good, it's so short. Does that make sense? He thinks vacations is too short.
That does make sense, but could you do it on a track which isn't that good?
That's the point. That's the irony of it, right?
So I can respect that now. As much as you want more, it's just like a vacation. You want to be there longer. It goes by too quickly.
I actually didn't remember that.
So now that you've actually told me that, I actually like that track a lot more. It's just a taste of that sweet.
Duckwrth, I'm Ugly. Now Duckwrth is a man you have a lot of love for.
I do. Heard him first 2 years ago, or actually probably a year and a half ago. He put out.
Why should we listen to Duckwrth?
Because he's different.
Please explain.
I'm gonna start from a scale of his videos. The way that he does his videos is in a very artistic way, and it doesn't normally have like a massive story. It's just more like just the way he dresses, the way the screen set, the colors, the way he uses colors is just set out in a way which makes you just feel a lot happier and just feel really good about what he's showing you. So I feel like that when he does want to get a message across, as simple as it may be, he just brings it across in a way which leaves you smiling. And also the mix-up, I think so. Also with his flow, and also the way he composes himself, it's quite different. I can't really think of anyone I can really relate him to. I mean, if you try and bring one up, I might see one, but I just like the fact that he came into the rap game. The first tracks I heard from him sounded very similar to other rappers and the instrumentals he was on, and then he met up with the kick drums, and that's when he put out his sort of first mixtape. Because he put out like, EPs and like tracks and all that sort of stuff, but this is the first actual thing he did with the kick drums, and that's when he sort of found a sound. And that was the Nowhere mixtape, which is super dope, which is one of my favorite albums last year, Free. And then this time he's brought around the Ugly tape, and it's another complete different sound, because the kick drums are nowhere on here. So now that he's found a bit of a sound, he's continued it, and it's got even a more sort of, it's a bit of more of an indie, still keeping that fun sort of sound with it on this album. And I think it's just more him, because now that he's like, not with the producers, he's sort of, found his lane. He can be like, all right, I know who I am now, I know what I'm meant to be doing, I'm going to pursue that. Because in the years before that, it's just the artist trying to find out where he fits and where he's meant to be.
Right, it's a progression of an artist, progression of creativity in music. Now, I'm Ugly is on the surface level is a strange title. What does that mean to you?
I still don't know, but if I had to think about it...
Great, I'll explain it.
Ooh, you got it?
No, I got it. This is apparently what Duckwrth said. He said it's very interesting, very, very interesting to me, about the perception of ugly and why he called it that. He says, Psychiatrists always say that there is no way to move on and grow from a situation without first accepting what's been giving you trouble in the first place. Makes sense? The whole album is about my struggles and certain dreamy foreshadowing of success and triumph in the near future, right? So he's kind of projecting what his future might be like. My acceptance was putting my struggles or uglies on display. By me admitting in the audio form and to the world I am forced to push for something greater. Riding the bus today, first class flights tomorrow. Procrastination today, taking and owning my space tomorrow. Prejudice against darker skin today. Produce brown-colored garments tomorrow. Gun violence today, new acts to ban guns tomorrow. Wishful thinking. I don't deny the ills or flaws are there. Instead, I wear the uglies with pride. Therefore, I'm ugly.
That's really cool.
I've never... That's... Yeah, so...
See, if I really thought about it, I don't think it'd be anywhere near there, but... Yeah. But I really fuck with the new album. I played it a fair bit.
Yeah, man, and it's the first album I listened to of Duckwrth, and the majority of the album I do like.
It's real chill.
The ending confused me. The key ended with some punk thrash shit.
Yeah.
Not shit, but just confused me. Like it's...
Yeah, especially the chorus, like when he's screaming at you.
Yeah.
I like that though.
It's just
it's different.
I did not expect that.
Like, yeah, if you listen to Duckwrth, expect something that you ain't really heard before.
Let's hit it. Low rider.
Everybody wanna get high, but
So I could play like half the album. Really like, I really fuck with like at least half the album. Like,
I done rode in the back of the bus like all my life. Nah, I done rode in the back of the bus like
this.
all my life. But it's funny though, cause that's why I found my wife. Man, I hate the bus. I'd rather just ride my bike. like, nah, let's try this for I'm dead.
I really like the intro. It was like,
Into the bullshit, I'm dead. School emoji, nigga, I'm dead. Alone, but I never am alone. Run with the bulls, my deep when I'm wrong. Keep a cool head like a breeze on a storm.
I don't even think this is on his album.
Yeah, he's not very big, man.
Duckwrth is not on Rap Genius properly. He's on it, but he's not on it. That's a problem.
I know, man.
The album is not on Duck. I'm like, what is he saying? I think he's saying school emoji. I think I'm just. That's what I hear.
School emoji N-word. Is that what he's saying?
School emoji N-word.
I ain't saying that shit.
I understand. School emoji N-word.
I feel like no matter what you're gonna choose, people are just gonna assume you said it anyway. So just say if you don't say anything at all.
But when y'all are in a Kanye West concert and a Jay-Z concert, y'all get the pass. Like, that's everybody starts saying it.
I still don't. I've never said the N-word at any concert. I'm like the only white person that don't say it. I just look around, I'm like, whew. I'm just hoping they're looking at me like, I respect that motherfucker.
Nah, man. Alright.
Here we go.
So this is the video I was about to watch. This is the hip-hop performance, awards performance of Big Crit, and he's delivering some type of
I'm not gonna say anything. Just watch it.
performance.
Don't take your eyes away, because you'll see the emotion in his face, man. I'm not taking away.
Mama's been crying and they gonna keep crying. Black folk been dying and they gonna keep dying. The police been firing and they gonna keep firing. The government been lying and they gonna keep lying. Propaganda, news channels, that shit is all for show. Camera phone videos is like all we know. Diluting what the eyewitness might really say, because the whole world saw a murder yesterday. Now your account ain't what it used to be. According to them, your eyes can't adjust to the violence that you used to see. Police brutality is all in your mind, and the tactics that they use only look worse and rewind. People die every day, you should get used to it. Hands behind your back, face down, and still say you shooting. Can't breathe, need where your neck be like why you moving. Kids in your car headed home like what you doing. Like why you chilling? Your feelings. Why you smiling when I'm so serious? I hate patrolling your space. Like why you living? Stop asking questions. Why you filming? You look suspicious. I think you dealing. Step out the car, fit the description. Someone I feel I needed killing. Blood on the curb, I needed spilling. Another civilian, another not guilty, another t-shirt, another rap lyric, another life gone. I can't forgive it.
Powerful shit, man. One of my favorite lines in there is the another t-shirt,
Yeah.
another rap lyric.
Yeah.
Just pretty much saying like when someone dies, like people just always talk about it, but what happened?
That's it, like another tweet, another hashtag, like
That was real. And just like straight afterwards, like the respect. Snoop just gets up straight away.
oh, you see Snoop.
He was just like, yo, I'm
Yeah.
feeling you, man.
Respect. I mean,
Like I've always had mad respect for Crit. I've been on
I don't want to turn. I don't want to get too political. Or get too
Yeah, I feel you.
I feel like that's in a whole nother rabbit hole that I don't want to dive into. But that's who just won this.
That's Fat Joe. Is Fat Joe still winning shit? You're like really interested right now. Oh, all the way up. Fucking hate that song. Oh, that's alright, because Jay-Z got on the remix and got big. And I really liked it because of the Jay-Z verse.
Anything from the BET Awards that are actually relevant?
I haven't actually checked. The only thing I know so far is the Big Crit thing. Like, I haven't seen any of the awards or anything at all. With it, yeah.
Speaking of like political driven, have you heard? Okay, various artists came together on a big collaborative project called "The Birth of a Nation," the inspired album. The Birth of a Nation, the inspired album. Okay, it's like a historical drama. There's a movie called The Birth of a Nation. It's a historical drama revolving around the Nat Turner slave rebellion. That's coming to the movie soon, and this is its musical accompaniment. And it's got, big guys. We got Pusha T, Meek Mill, 2 Chainz, Nas, Gucci Mane, Wale, The Gang, Vic Mensa, Trace.
Wait. So they're doing the soundtrack, or they're in this? Or
They're
in the movie?
doing the soundtrack. They're not in the movie, to clarify.
Damn.
And there's 2 songs that really stood out to me. One of them is by Vic Mensa, very politically, socially driven, and I want you to hear it.
Damn, I haven't heard this yet.
Go tell him, go tell him.
So it's like,
Go tell him, go tell him.
Don't tell what they don't tell them. We've been underwater since they threw us in the boat, selling cotton picking blues. Rock and roll, railroad building, serving white America before we was dope.
you kind of got that, like, the way it started, it was like a slave.
Yeah, like the chains moving as they're walking.
Yeah, the chains moving, and they would sing hymns. They would sing hymns and make songs as to way, if I recall correctly, to communicate with each other and just uplift everybody's spirits. And so it was very I don't know how to describe it, but the environment, Django Unchained, right? It felt very like that, like they would come together like that. And to continue with like the political message, and here, is another one by Meek Mill. I'm gonna call him Meek on this one.
Oh, you're giving the props on this one.
And Pusha T, which
I wonder how much you fuck with Pusha.
give me that. Give it. And Priscilla Renee.
On the hook.
The sin is off, or my skin is off. Some tried to run, they got tracked down. Now I live.
So another social political driven track.
Yeah. Powerful.
It's a decent album. I look forward to the movie if I end up watching it. It's got a good accompanying album to it. But I don't know if you heard. Did you hear this? You hear Meek Mill's freestyle with Flex?
No, but I can see Luke Cage there. Woo! Netflix, go watch it. It's dope.
This is
I've seen
man,
this one.
it's good.
Okay.
I mean, I shouldn't even say it,
I'm
but
ready.
he gets the Meek Mill name for this one.
Alright.
All my NY niggas, what's up? Yeah. The Mafia. Ha. Yeah. Let's get it. Mix the bar main with the babe shit. I've been going ape shit. Finna go banana like the cake clip. Niggas talk about me, they see me and never say shit. Keep them suckers dipping. Posted up with Nicki. That's when they get tricky. Niggas in they feelings. That's when they get drizzy. Speaking on the chases. We definitely get busy. We get money, stay 100. We don't never keep it 50.
I watched it all because I enjoyed it. But he gets, he switches up his style towards the end.
I'm telling you.
But this sounds like some stuff from Dream Chasers 4.
Yeah, it's Meek's on his fucking shit right there.
Man, this shit worse than cancer, like a fucking disease. Look, nigga. Flex, we in the building, Hot 97, you already sipping on that shit like it's Kool-Aid. Rolling with the blue face, diamonds they clear as Blu-ray. Suckers in all they new ways, different chapter, a new page. You fake if you don't speak to them. Real as soon as you wave, I get it. Favorite singer, favorite rapper, I hit it, I'm with it. Try to tell me I'm losing and niggas winning? They ain't wanna see me on the yacht. No, they don't wanna see me in the drop. No, coming down Collins with my young niggas wildin' on the bike. Room, 12 o'clock. Whoa, hear no evil, I don't see no evil. Pocket full of dead presidents, them see no people. We thought you was flaming hot, why you cheat those people? You fraud niggas, we can't believe those people, I need a witness. Now back to them trenches, we trap on them benches with Max with extensions. Niggas, they only hate, I get the cash quicker. Savages that blast with us, I pass niggas, I lap niggas, I been the corner, ride past niggas. I know how that money feel. Delaware State landing choppers on the fucking field. My life so fucking real. I don't never go to sleep cause I'm trying to see 100 mil. They automatically on me. I automatically clap suckers for running up on me and automatically smack suckers and fuck up they homies. Finna fuck up that money, you think it did something to me? I do things, new things. I'm getting blue cheese, no hot wings. I really cop things, new fees and hard top. Y'all niggas had hoop dreams, was hard rock and serving samples to the new fiends. Whoa! We in this bitch, man. Hey Flex, I just gotta dust a little rust off my shoulders, but you know, DC4 on the way, we coming back through. You know, we gonna do what we do, nigga.
I think he literally, I don't know what the fuck he's got money, just stacks of money. Like you,
What?
you walk
Why
in,
does he have stacks
you
of money?
walk into the
Building,
studio
nigga, the whole New York
with
City.
stacks of money. Let me just put my stacks of money down, and let me just
Legit.
leave with the same stacks of money I
Don't
just
say that
bought.
during the whole freestyle, I was walking here, his chains just,
Yeah.
just hitting each other. Like,
Just cutting each other. That's funny. But yeah, based off that, I'm
Flex doesn't say anything. He's just like,
no, he did some stuff in the middle. He does his thing now. I'm really looking forward to Dream Chasers 4.
is that confirmed? I thought he was
Yeah.
done with mixtapes.
No, who said that? It's coming.
Just thought
You
so.
just said it was
Make-
coming in the video.
I just feel like he's making bank. Like he's still about the fans then. So
Yeah, man. Respect for still dropping that stuff. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you. The end.
I got love for Meek.
A
little bit.
little bit.
I got a little bit of love for Meek.
It depends what day it is. It depends what he's doing. Depends what type of shit he's talking. Depends what type of music he's making. You know.
He's staying relevant.
Did you listen to Dave East's new album?
I haven't had time, man.
Okay. Karate Champ.
I've got it in my my
I
iPod ready to go.
I think I recommend it.
You really fuck with it?
Was it?
Didn't Nas help produce that?
I think that's the next one.
Okay, fuck. Oh, I hit that track. So he just got signed to Def
Look,
Jam.
look, Davies' album will be executive produced by Nas. Debut album. He has no debut albums.
He did get signed to Def Jam though, didn't he? Was it Def Jam? Was it Atlanta? Because it makes sense if it was Def Jam because Nas is signed to Def Jam.
I don't know, but first comment, Nas has never had a remarkable ear for beats, so I don't really see a reason for this other than him being signed to Nas.
This is true though.
And then he said, like, didn't he just drop an album? No, this Takari channel was a mixtape. And then, Tafe, you got some opinions about. You have some opinions about this?
Yeah, this track's fire, man. This new Kid Cudi is like what I wanted, something different. Because he always switches up his sound, and with the Pharrell sort of feel good, he's just like he's not really saying so much in this. He's just having fun.
Is this on Pain, Pleasure, and Demons label?
Yeah, it is.
Because the track list has been confirmed. Broken down, which is pretty cool.
Frequency's on there. This one, another one. And he's humming on. Like, as soon as he started humming, I'm like, woo! You can hum over motherfucking anything.
Oh, man, you got it. What's up, man? Any thoughts you want to spit on surfing?
Waves? Or is it surfing?
It's
Oh yeah, it's because this is Wave so much. I fuck with it. Yeah, Pharrell behind the production there, of course.
Now, Kid Cudi obviously just announced on his Facebook 6 hours ago that he's obviously we all know his suicidal and depressive tendencies. Now he's announced on Facebook he's putting himself into rehab. He's organized all the business with his new album Pain, Pleasure, and Demon Slaying. We talked about this before.
Terrible title, by the way.
Why?
I just don't like it. I mean, I fuck with him heavy in the album, but I just feel like Pain, Pleasure, and Demon Slaying. It just doesn't hit me as a good album title.
I thought it's kind of cool because it's going in it's like a concept kind of going in different directions, describing the emotion of his pain.
But yeah, that's kind of like Cudi though. He's very like straight, blunt to the point. But I would have liked it maybe if he found those 3 things and just made it into like one word or like one thing.
I see
That's what I kind of like with when artists do that. I kind of like what Logic's doing with his new album. It's called African Aryan.
Yeah, African Aryan.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what he does about because
Because he's half black, half white.
But a lot of people that don't know that they're gonna look at him and get angry about it, which they have been. The internet's gonna be crazy over it.
Well, the internet gets crazy over a lot of things. And the internet just need to fucking chill out. But the internet's never gonna chill out because the fucking internet. But dude, just do your research, man. Before, like, human beings should just do some due diligence before coming to some type of opinion. But anyway, I digress.
I feel like that's never gonna happen, but yeah.
The ones I want to associate with, hopefully. But
yeah. But yeah, I hope Kid Cudi doesn't try and rush it. Just stays there for as long as he wants.
It's done though. It has to be done if he's coming into rehab now.
The album.
Yeah, it has
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
done.
it'll be done.
It's done. Like his management's gonna take care of it now. We're just gonna get it when we get it.
Mhm.
Music video's done,
He's gonna focus on his health.
as he should be.
Mhm.
Do your thing, Cudi. You know you got.
Yeah, he said he got to the point where he just couldn't leave the house, couldn't be around other people that he didn't know. Like any person that he didn't know, his anxiety would take over, and he just couldn't talk to them.
That's amazing, considering so many people in such high positions, so many powerful people who obviously money's not an issue to like seek help. You know, if he wants to find the best people in the world, he can, and hopefully he's doing that now.
It's such a weird concept to me for someone who's never like dealt with anxiety. Like, obviously, it's a huge thing that goes on in the world, but for someone that doesn't deal with it, it's just weird thinking of not wanting to see people, or not wanting to talk to someone. Like, because that's just who I am.
Right, natural extroverted.
Yeah.
You need people.
So if someone has that and they talk to me about it, I don't know what to say to them. I haven't experienced that. Like, it's just a whole different thing.
That's why the internet needs to relax, man. Because like we don't know, you don't know what's going on in his head.
Yeah.
Just he'll tell you. Now, speaking of emotion and complications, and you know, the Weeknd.
Boy or a girl? Sorry, I thought you were going to announce you were pregnant, but keep
Oh
going.
no. Keep on low. Keep on low. The Weeknd. We got Starboy. We haven't talked about the Weeknd.
We haven't, because I was waiting for the video last week, so we can talk about it now. I watched the video. I fuck with it. The song's really fun. I've been playing it a fair bit. The video takes on the approach of him destroying the old Weeknd, you could say.
Yeah, I love that.
Destroying all his records and all the awards he's done and everything. And it's kind of like, this is the new me. This is the direction I'm heading in. I've got to where I want to now, so this is my next journey, my next chapter. So I really like that.
Chapter 4 is what we call this. Okay? Chapter 1, Chapter 1, the mixtapes, Kissland, Beauty Behind the Madness. Chapter 4 is this, right? This album, Starboy. Now, symbolic of this change, once again, he's deleted all his posts off Instagram. He's done that every now and again. He cut his motherfucking hair, you know.
That's to confirm the change, really.
Confirmed, obviously.
I miss his hair, man.
He looks good. You know what happened the
RIP.
last time he cut his hair? You know what happened the last time he cut his hair? He dropped some Thursday, the mixtapes. That's when last time he had short hair.
That's my favorite one too.
And I think it's really smart the way he's laying out the rollout of his album Starboy. November 24th is coming out. You know, very methodical. You know, he did his interview first with V-Man. I got it right here. Then he's got new clothing merch up on his store, which has been releasing now. He has a deal with Puma, with a clothing line and shoes. He's got the music video out. It's all like methodical, right? A couple of days after each other. He's got the release date out. There's posters coming up worldwide all over the place. And then he has his debut on SNL doing Starboy and False Alarm. Both.
I haven't heard False Alarm.
Oh, you haven't heard False Alarm?
No.
You're about to hear it,
Woo!
son. This is a first reaction. Listen from my man.
Alright, so let me get lubed up.
Do you want to hear Starboy first?
Yeah, get Starboy going. I fucking love that song.
Good luck, guys. I have to show you at the start. We didn't even talk about this, so at the start, you know what it is.
Yeah.
How he starts it.
Yeah.
He kills himself. And when I saw this, how excited I was.
You were just like, woo, what's next?
I mean, like, who's under there? That's like, I'm wondering, like, and then
you see it.
You see it's himself. And you know this has to be created, like, over weeks and weeks, because he had the hair that he didn't have the hair. They have to shoot that twice. And then when he zooms up,
Yeah, this bit right here.
you're like, who is this? Who is this? And he's got the
See, I knew already it was going to be him because I'd seen the album cover. I also kind of like how he's got the cross destroying everything with it. It's kind of like salvation. Because that's what the cross sort of stands for. Like, I died, like, it's kind
He's
of
religious.
So it sort of fits in with the whole killing himself as well.
These are all his cards, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
This man must be rich as fuck now.
He's got really good taste.
Yeah.
Like, it's McLaren. It's a $1.2 million car.
We have so much money that he's
And see, that's a panther, I believe. That's a panther in the car.
yeah, it turns from a cat to a
Cat to a panther.
That's simple.
Well, to me, it symbolizes the evolution of him.
Like having a pet cat now, you can like afford a pet panther, or
I don't think so much from a finance standpoint, but more from like an evolution, because a cat, obviously, you know, it's a cat. It's not.
But a panther.
But a panther is an aggressive, proud, majestic animal, and
So it's kind of like him evolving, where how far he's come.
100%. And let it be like, let's not ignore the fact that puma and panthers are both very similar animals. You've got to deal with puma.
Is that a real panther though? Surely
No,
not.
it's CGI.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Fucking, there's a panther chilling just in the fucking side.
No, I could believe that they can do that shit.
I mean, it's pretty good CGI. But, and if we talk about this idea of Starboy,
33 million views already? Fucking hell.
yeah, man,
Weeknd gone big.
51,000 comments. Get the fuck out of here. And if we talk about this idea of him being a Starboy, it's kind of like, I think I take it like two ways. It's like, I'm a motherfucking Starboy. Like, look what you've done to me. Look what I've become. The Starboy to me is like some famous person who's now a star, you know, a celebrity, you know, obviously something far from what he used to be 3-4 years ago. Now I'm a motherfucking Starboy. He's singing it. Look what you've done. So what he says, look what you've done. You know, I think he's talking to himself, what his music has done, and he's talking to his audience, look what we've done and what we've created, in a good and bad
Look how
way.
far we've come.
Right. But, and then him smashing his shit as he's singing I'm a motherfucking Starboy.
And that was really his awards? That's all real?
I definitely think they had to recreate it because you have to do that scene a couple times. But, you know, well, who knows? He doesn't do interviews much.
Another good thing I like about him. Very private man.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't reveal too much. He's smashing his shit. I'm a motherfucking Starboy. Look what you've done. Look what you've done. Look at all these awards. Be behind the madness. Can't feel my face. Look at all this. And I think it's symbolic of he's done with this. Now, when I saw the title for False Alarm, because this is kind of a poppy direction. It's not like Can't Feel My Face, but with Daft Punk on the feature and production, it's a direction that is different, but it's still kind of got that upbeat vibe to it.
So the album's called Starboy.
It's called Starboy.
So this is a confirmed track in there, but was False Alarm confirmed in there as well?
False Alarm is the third track. This is the first track
How do you know it's the third track?
because it's on iTunes. It's an 18-track album.
I didn't even know
It's
this.
an 18-track album. Starboy's 18 tracks and coming out.
I thought he'd take a while to wait after the success that Beauty Behind the Madness got. I thought
bloody
he'd take a
did.
2-year break.
Yeah, man.
But no, The Weeknd's like, let's fucking do
It's
this.
back to work. And you know, sounds nothing like all the leaks that happened 3 months ago.
I think also the fact when, I've noticed a lot, when you're like at that stage of fame where he was around the sort of Kissland stage, he wasn't big enough that he could work with anyone. So now that he is big enough that he can work with anyone, that could be a reason that he wants to work so quickly as well, because so much more has been opened up to him through the success of his last album.
Yeah.
Like so many more producers he can work with, pretty much any artist he can work with now.
Man, he's got Kanye. You know, he's got his pick now. And when I see the title False Alarm, I'm thinking, it's a poppy track. I wonder if False Alarm's going to go in a completely different direction and be like, oh, False Alarm, guys, I'm not actually doing... This is kind of like an ode to my previous self, Beauty Behind the Madness self, except in a different direction. Now you're going to hear some shit. That's what I thought. That's what I think. That's what I thought. Now
Am I gonna like this? I know what I'm expecting to hear after hearing that.
Yeah, especially after the title tracks. We got. And this, by the way, this is Asta. What's her name? I'm thinking he's about to do some crazy shit right here. What's her name? She's an Ethiopian singer, Asta Aweki, and his mother and grandmother used to play this and a lot of Ethiopian music. This actual woman, so he sampled her to finish the song as probably an ode to his family.
Are you ready for it?
Please, man.
Starts the track off beautifully. The pre-chorus is great when he like starts to up his voice, the layers on it. When he starts talking about the when he gets up to it's a dark philosophy. Those last 4 bars, that's when he goes in. But that chorus is fucking trash. That is the worst. That is the worst fucking chorus. It went from like a beautiful song, and he's already said the false alarm thing. Like he's got the sort of like that behind the track, and then it's just chorus, false alarm, hey, and then he just like adds some fucking banging bass and some guitar, and it just sounds fucking horrible. I think he just turned from what could have been. I mean, hey, I can't find myself liking that song again because that hook is terrible. But the rest of that song's great. It was good. I just don't like the chorus. Can you see where I'm coming from?
No, I do. It's
Because that pre-hook is great.
now when the scream comes in, we're not used to hearing that. It's like very punky. It was like a very most punk track that I've heard by the Weeknd.
Well, yeah. See, I was actually excited this because I kind of like when he did the scream and was expecting something, but because the hook is just so monotonous and it's just screaming what the title he's already talked about before. It's just, I just felt he could have done more with that. He could have put different lyrics in. He could have switched up a bit. Just the fact it's just that screaming and then just him saying that with "Hey Hey," it just didn't really roll well with what else he was going on
And
about.
what confuses me more is this was produced by Doc McKinney, and who helped produce the mixtapes. It's more upbeat than what I'm used to seeing from Doc, from the Weeknd that is. And you know, production cool, but even the lyricism, I'm gonna say like it's nothing special. It just seems once again, the Weeknd superficially talking about a woman's struggles with her materialism and with money and the fame and all the intertwinings of that and the pressure that comes with that. I didn't think it was talked about to a sophisticated level at all,
Yeah.
or something that was really different or special. It's pretty basic to me. And let it be known, like I've been fucking with this man for years, so let it be known I have a tendency to ride his dick. But I don't want to do that this time because I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
like
I just
something.
feel like he could have pulled that off better. Like he could have with the chorus, like keep that exact same sort of, take out a lot of that bass, keep the sort of guitar on the screen, but like actually sing scream in that. Don't just say the same shit. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that sort of hook. But yeah, I'm not gonna say it's bad. Like he still does his thing on there.
You know what I noticed? The verses are really short. Like this is like a 7-bar verse.
Yep, and then the pre-hook and the hooks are the same the whole time. So does he have 2 verses and one like bad like
He has
outro?
2 verses.
A bridge. There you go. And the rest is just all the same.
I feel like this is
It's filler.
pretty lazy. Like
I need the Weeknd to actually come up to me about, hey Abel, what do you think about, what does that hook mean to you? What does that hook do for that song and do for the rest of the album? If you explain to me how, and it makes sense to me, I can dig that.
yeah, you can respect.
It's kind of like before with the Jay-Z thing we talked about.
It's
Gave me
yeah.
a reason, respect it, can see it for what it is.
100%. But
I don't see it for what it is.
like,
So I just feel like with the end when he goes, it's a false alarm to me, she's a false alarm. That's fine. Like that's kind of like putting it in there. Like, but then just goes on.
right, because like it's any girl that's reciprocating love to you is merely a
Yeah.
false alarm, more likely driven by some other superficial materialistic need.
Mhm.
Cool. That's
That's fine. And
Okay,
then
cool. But then false alarm. Hey.
were you looking at me just like, is he digging it? Is he digging it?
I didn't want to like spoil anything.
Yeah.
How you gonna feel?
So I was getting into it. I really was until then.
Yeah, this is a. I look forward to hearing more from it. I hope he doesn't
Oh,
release
same.
too much.
So I'm still excited because even though I didn't fuck with this track a lot, the direction he's going is different, and that's what I like about him.
100%. It
He's
is
taken a
different.
complete different direction, and I respect that, and I hope I like a lot more of what he's got to offer.
100%, man.
Don't judge a man just by one track. It's probably gonna mean.
Or 2 tracks. This is the 3rd track. We've hit 2 tracks out of 18. I
Yeah,
hope
Starboy's dope.
I hope he doesn't release too many singles. I hope maybe only one more, or maybe nothing. I'd be fine with nothing because I want to come in
Clean.
fresh, clean.
Or maybe you could just
Thinking-
avoid all leaks. If another track leaks, we listen to it.
With it, this wasn't leaked. This is official release.
Ah.
As you can see by the cover,
It's kind of weird he released it so soon after Starboy.
it was a week.
Like, the Starboy's a great track. Let that ride. Like, why would you put False Alarm out so close after Starboy?
Well, considering the release, we are coming for a November release, so we really is not that many weeks. But I see your point. Outside of that little critique, I think he's been really smart about the way he's handled his promoting and marketing strategy. Always keeping himself in the media.
I'd like to know why he wants to release the album this November. Like, has he had this plan for a long time? Of course, he's been recording, but
Good question.
like, why didn't he wait till next year? Because he could have taken this year off. Why does he feel like he has to release it this November? Is it his label? Is it him? Like,
That's a good question.
Mhm.
And,
and maybe he doesn't want to release it this November.
you think he's being played and forced in some ways?
Well, yeah, he's at a stage of his career where he's probably his biggest, only to get bigger, if so. But does he? I think the Weeknd sort of person that doesn't let himself get played. Because he's, that's why he's a private man. I just feel like he doesn't really give a fuck about too much. I'm pretty sure that when he signs to a label, he'd probably lay down how he feels and what he does. Like,
I think Beauty Behind the Madness is something he felt like he had to do, something he had to get rid of out of his system. He knew what he was doing. I think he's very self-aware of what he was doing, what direction he was going, and the effect it would have after he started working with Max something, producer. And as soon as that is out, I think he had his eyes on this, and even before that was out, I think he had his eyes on this. Well, we'll see, man.
Yeah, maybe he really wants to make this sort of album. Maybe that's why he hasn't taken much time off at all. Maybe it's just him just being like, look, I really want to push this. This is what I want to do right now. I don't want to take a break.
I mean, how long?
A month.
Yeah, a bit over a month. It's almost like, it's weird. It's like almost like I've already got a taste of the Weeknd last year. Like, I'm not that excited because it hasn't been that long.
Yeah, I like a good way. I like when artists really take their time.
Like TLOP. Like, man, when we were in theaters waiting for that to play. Oh, man.
It's been 4 years. Is that how long it was?
No, not 4 years. Since
3 years.
Jesus. 4 years was Kid Cudi. I mean, Frank Ocean.
Oh, Frank Ocean.
That was different.
3 years.
story.
It was sure it was 3 years since Jesus. Was it?
It was long. Wasn't? I don't know.
It felt about 3.
I don't want to say the wrong day. Anything else you want to hit before I play this? North Christian lady goes off at North.
It's 11 minutes. I reckon just play the version where they put her over the top. It'll be in the song. I'll play a bit. See what you feel.
Well, that's why I'm asking. Like, is there anything else you want to cover?
Trying to think.
I mean, what's his name?
Donald Glover?
No. I mean, I'm watching Atlanta though.
Atlanta's good.
First 3 episodes, I fuck with Atlanta.
There's episode 4 and 5 out too.
I will be there.
Yeah, it's fucking really good so far.
I mean,
And Darius is my man.
Chance, which one's Darius?
Yo, can I measure your tree?
He's got the crazy hat. I don't even.
No, right now, man. This is good as no. He's the best.
Darius. Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper just performed on what?
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon. One of the Jimmies. One of the Jimmies.
Yeah, it's Kimmel or Fallon. Was it Kimmel? I don't fucking know.
No, it's Fallon.
It's Fallon, yeah.
With 4 other guys.
Ty Dolla, Rory, Anthony Hamilton, and Dram.
It was what was it called? I can't remember what it was called.
Blessings, the reprise version.
Exactly. What's your interpretation of reprise?
I love it. When I first heard it, not live, on the end of the album, it was beautiful. I didn't like the album really at all, but...
Hold up. You didn't like Coloring Book?
Didn't like it, no.
Oh, no wonder. Jed was saying in the Facebook page, Jungle Beats was like, why isn't it up there in your top 5 or top 10? And it's like, you like it.
I didn't like it. I saw what he was doing, the direction he was heading with, like bringing so many different artists from so many different genres of hip-hop together. But it just felt a bit over the place and not mastered correctly. Like the intro track with Kanye, I believe, I didn't like. It wasn't mastered that well. The track, what's that one that goes, it's like real sort of, dun dun, whip a chick, yeah,
I like that.
I don't like it at all. It feels a bit unfinished. Feels too. It just didn't vibe with me and the album at all.
Okay.
The Dram interlude was pretty boring. There's another track in there I didn't quite like. But the tracks in there that I really like. I also the track with 2 Chainz Lil Wayne. I didn't really like it. Like, do not pretend a minute fucking with me. I just wasn't that big on it. But then tracks like Angels, Blessings.
I got my city doing
Butt flips. Woo! And then like Blessings Reprise, Same Drugs. Like there are some amazing songs on that album. Like half of that album is exactly what I want to hear from it. And the other half of the album I don't fuck with, but I can see exactly why he's doing it. And that's why this album's got a lot of praise. Because I know there's people out there that's going to dig everything he did on there. Like it is a great album. It's just not the album that I want to hear from him.
I feel you. I respect that. But you cannot deny that when Chance the Rapper, what he's doing with his tour, his festival, and what he's doing with his performance, he's breaking down stigmas, in my opinion, especially when you put 5 African American men on stage
that are all so different.
Dreads, clothing, musical, all different variety, and then there are these white people like, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna be flipping tables again like he did on Ellen? Flipping tables.
That was pretty cool though.
That was great.
And he was crying at the end, man. He was well, not at the end, but like you could see him, like he was emotional.
Oh yeah, especially because Lil Wayne did his little ad-lib at the end. He wasn't expecting. So Lil Wayne didn't come out for the fucking test run before.
Yeah. So he came through.
Yeah, and definitely really soulful, great performance. The choir in the crowd, breaking down the stigma. I'm sure that crowd was not expecting something like that.
No, I was like, it's probably just gonna be Chance. Oh, 2 Chainz is here. No way, Lil Wayne's gonna be there. He's a busy man. Okay, Weezer's here now. Fuck.
I'm talking about the other one as well, the recent one, the Reprise.
Yeah, getting all them.
100. Respect, Chance.
I love what he's doing with hip hop. And like, even though I didn't like his last album, like it hasn't changed me in a fan in any way because I get why he's doing what he's doing.
True. Oh yeah, this is dope.
I've heard this already. I don't know why this popped up.
Yeah. This is old. This is old news.
Process. Yeah,
I don't know why this is
big choir and did a crazy arrangement for it.
I'm thinking it's
He took out
amazing.
all the choirs.
Big studio.
Kept my verses.
And they can just
Changed everything.
drive with. Zayn could just fuck with the artists and just like playing music and like.
Throw it up.
Sun don't shine in the shade. Bird don't fly in the cage. Hey, even when somebody pass away,
I wonder what he thinks when he listens to himself.
they don't ever really go
The artist
away.
thinks when he listens to
One thing I liked was Childish Gambino. He said he used to always play shit in the car. Because he said if you're a fan of your own music, why are you doing it? And then like he'd always be riding and his girl, like girls would get in the car and they'd be like, what the fuck is this about? It's not fucking me. And they're like, it was cool. Like, yeah, I think it's cool for people to listen to their own music. Like, you don't listen to your own music, they're just like,
If I made some shit like this, I'd listen to it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
fuck that guy for giving this interview. I fucking love it. Just to chill with him in the studio, playing his beats.
You know Zayn?
Wait, that's saying what?
That's Zayn.
He's so different.
That's crazy. Isn't that funny? Yeah.
So he came in and went,
No. Yes. That was it. It was like, no. Yes. I actually also have a very funny verse from the Nina Chop song.
Yeah.
That's right.
And he called it Nina Chop, not famous. The fuck is Nina Chop? It's supposed to be like that for years.
By the way, Swizz, this beat,
Oh yeah, he went crazy.
unreal.
It was so funny because I hated this beat when I first got it from him, and then I was like, and we flipped it, and then when we heard the final version, I was like, yeah, he was right. This is way hotter than what we were doing.
Oh my gosh.
West Coast back.
Crazy.
Midwest Coast back, nigga. And don't say nigga unless of course you black, nigga. Free country, they say that shit in Tennessee. Cause I got all they white daughters drinking Hennessy. I might go to South, put some niggas on the wall. I might go to Oz, take some niggas off the wall. Got the key to the city.
got light up in the studio.
Trying to take them to the top. They say channel's so involved. I know King Dolo, third, even the group solo. It's been that way since my shirt had 2 polos. We the kids, they ain't keeping the back. I'm in love with my city, bitches sniffing my hat.
Yeah, there it is.
Free agent, go and do the math. Underdog or underground, tell me with the path. They ask about the help, and all I do is laugh. I say, got my only boss, even Moses had a staff, you know. Children of God, children of God, children of God, put your hands up.
It's almost like too chancy. That's why I can feel like he wouldn't put that on.
Yeah. Well,
It's
obviously
almost
it's
like-
good, and I feel like that's what Yeezy did. And Chance would know why he didn't. Like, Chance would still listen after and be like, yeah, I see what you're doing.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a second.
It's pretty much a lady talking about how she doesn't
I
like,
was really
her kids will listen to it on the
contemplating
radio,
doing this video. All
and
morning
she
it
recites the whole
bothered
lyrics
me
and talks about it.
and
cries.
bothered me is is 8 at me, and I'm still upset. Like, as a mom, I'm just
And she just
mad.
repeats
Like, I am
herself.
mad. I'm gonna give it a second.
Teresa Lesser, you fucked up. Look at those
Skylar's in the
dislikes.
background, so if she comes up here and wants me to hold her, she might. All right.
I mean,
Okay, so
low-key though, I would fuck
Good
the
night,
shit out
baby.
of it.
So I'm on my way, taking the kids to school this
Oh,
morning.
man.
I have an 11-year-old daughter, Aaliyah. She loves that 104.5 radio station. She loves it, and I'm like, whatever. It's like the top hits, right? I remember listening to the top hits when I was a kid, like Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera and Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and
Get out of
the top
here!
hits when I was a kid, right? Nowadays,
Like 20 years ago.
it's not the same, right? Not
No.
the same at all.
Same reason you're not driving the
And
same
I-
car.
Taking Aaliyah to school first, then I drop off Aubrey, then I take Gabriella at the ECC. She's the last
Yeah,
that
we
I
know
drop
who
off.
that is.
The radio station was on, and I think Megan Trainor had just played, which is fine. I don't mind that, okay?
Fuck is that?
I usually
Some
listen
pop
to like
singer
The Effect.
talks about
It's all Toby Mac,
boys.
Newsboys, it's Christian music. That's what I usually have it on.
Christian music. Oh,
In my
you about to get it.
I had
Yeah, I
just dropped
grew up
Gabby
on
off,
that
and this rap song comes on.
Rap song.
And guys, I could not believe what I was hearing. Like, this is on our local radio station. This crap is being played. I couldn't even believe the words that I was listening to. And as a mom, it infuriated me. Like, why
Tell
is
me.
this on here?
Please
Like,
explain.
so obviously the cuss words were bleeped out, but I'm not stupid. Like, we can dictate what they're saying, right? And it, like, I started to get tears in my eyes. It upset me so much. And my 11-year-old daughter listens to this radio station. Never again will she listen to this. And I want to read. I looked up the song and I looked up the lyrics, and I read the lyrics.
Uh-huh.
I cannot believe this stuff is on the radio.
She's breaking down.
Sorry.
Breaking down, man.
Come on, man.
I've got to collect myself because this is what our youth is being subjected to.
To open your fucking mind.
Okay, I'm gonna read. Where the ladies at? Where the hoes? Where the bitches?
Yo.
Every real nigga know the difference.
Bandana brown like a dope daddy
the
shooting
dope
in the
daddy
kitchen.
Shooting in the kitchen.
Such a good line.
Real Nerf side nigga.
Nerf side.
Never
Nerf.
went to Polly, Wilson, or
That's why it's
Cabrilla.
called Nerf
Cocaine cup. Hoes need
Find
abortions.
that.
It's hilarious. It'll be on It'll be
It's
on there.
real though.
Sorry.
Yeah, hoes need abortions.
I just need
Yeah.
y'all out my business. North Side Long Beach, North Side Long Beach.
Oh, you said
that
North
was
Side.
on our Top Hits radio station.
That's on the top
Yes,
hits because it's a top hit.
Did you just hear that?
Look.
Did you hear who she said it was by? From
Who?
this place artist called Summertime 06.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Look, man. The mics are on. Look. I understand. You're from a conservative, respectful, you know, you may have been protected and coddled, for lack of better words, as a child. You don't want to be shown a lot of dangerous things that scare you. But if North is getting you emotional,
There is so much worse shit out
please,
there.
come on, man. Like music, obviously, especially a guy like Vince Staples. Like I feel like that song is displaying his reality, right? That's the reality for a lot of youth, African American youth all over America. And I feel like that just displays a lot of ignorance when you cannot even empathize with that. Now, granted, Vince Staples does go about it in a brash way. Yes, he does. That's the music, and that's what
That's where he comes from.
That's where he
who
comes
is.
from, right?
That's how he gets the message across.
Right. That's how you have to react in a lot of those situations. And
Sorry, he couldn't have rainbows and lollipops to kind of get his message across for you.
sorry, and
That's not who he is. He's not you.
in my opinion, stopping your children from having the freedom to find these expressions of art, music, and opinion actually inhibits their growth as a person, because imagine when they actually get some real shit in their face, some real adversity, some real bad shit that's gonna happen to them, you know? It just shows me this person may have not have gone through that in life.
I feel like that they just lived a life sheltered by Christianity and the views of probably their peers and parents, started a family really early, and just kept themselves that life, so nothing on the outside they sort of heard.
Straight outside the box.
Exactly. So they just never sort of knew more than what they did with growing up. Because she kind of looks like, she says she had 4 kids, so how often would she looks what, like 30?
Yeah.
So...
Let's have a look at her remix. She dropped a remix. Can't wait to hear this.
Bitch, you thirsty? Please grab a Sprite.
Yeah.
My Crips lurking. Don't die tonight. I just want to dance with you, baby. Just don't move too fast.
Yeah.
I'm too crazy. Man down the ass and get shaded. Take a nigga mind off that. We can dip, fuck in the whip. Slide right back.
I really wish Vince had replied to this on Twitter already.
You know what I reckon he might do
What?
for his next tape or his next album?
What's that?
Put a little cut of it in there before a track.
Oh,
Put a little snippet of it.
oh that's great.
And then just coming in.
He says, bitch, you thirsty? Please grab a Sprite. My Crips lurking. Don't die tonight. I just want to dance with you, baby. Just don't move too. Bandana brown like the dope daddy. Shooting in the kitchen, north side, nigga. Never went to Philly.
There you go. Oh look, now the first thing you type in is North. It's not even Vince's own video.
Yep.
It's her.
It's blown up.
After the ad, it's her. Oh my god. You know what? You know what? This is what you get.
I don't even think it'd make him laugh. I just think he'd just be like...
Yeah, I think he'd be shaking his head, man. He'd be like, he knew it.
Bitch, you thirsty, please grab a Sprite. My Crips lurking, don't die tonight. I just wanna dance with you, baby. Just don't move too fast, I'm too crazy. From the city,
And I think if she saw the video, I don't know how she'd feel, but if someone explained the video to her, the meaning to it, I feel like maybe it'd help. But then again, folks need Porsches, hoes need abortions. The Weeknd, Kid Cudi,
What do you want to go out with?
Duckwrth,
Did he go out with a track?
Dave East,
So we'll press play on there.
Ari Channel. Ooh, man, North, that's a track right there for your mama. Ride around with the same shotgun, the shot Ricky nigga shot zigzag, then he got his back wet. No son, nigga. Now we better fact check. I got Gold Link, Rough Soul, I got Dave East.
Where's some Dave East? I haven't listened to the album yet.
Dave East, you said. Play some Dave East!
Play some Dave East, because
It
I haven't
is-
really been sold on him yet.
Really? I really like his body of work before this one. Not the last one, but before this one.